to show you something. Oh boy. A little icy out here. Always have problems. Now it should work. Okay. Back to the motorhome again. As you can see, it doesn't look like we live in here for a while. It's all emptied out. So today what we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about what went on our truck. So stay along and hope you like what we're going to tell you. Good afternoon. I just wanted to do a little video on our trip that we had this past couple weeks. That trip didn't come easy for us. We had some planning on that. One of our goals for this year was that we were going to go out to Oklahoma, and we met that goal. And of course we had to go see Ben and KH from Acme Mowing.
Good time.
Yes, it was. And we met a few other people. Who else did we meet while we were there?
We met Franco.
No, in Oklahoma.
Oh, in Oklahoma. Oh, I got messed up because we were in Florida also. Oklahoma. Boy, I cannot remember who all was there. You got the better memory than I do.
Was it Bushwhackers Lawn Care?
Yep, Bushwhackers Lawn Care.
And Juggernaut.
Lawn Care Juggernaut.
And Rob.
From Waymaker Lawn Care, I believe.
Yes.
I think I might have that right or might have that wrong. Not sure yet.
And we also met Lexi and JT.
Great people.
And we met their daughter and son-in-law.
Which I cannot remember their names. I am sorry.
I'm sorry about that. And we also got to meet their dogs.
Wonderful dogs.
Yes.
Got along with our dogs too.
And I had so much fun playing ball with their little puppy. She was so cute.
Yeah, they have a wonderful 1 acre yard that Ben said that once our dogs get used to it, they'll just run and run and run, and absolutely that's exactly what happened. It was a blast for everybody there at that
little get together they had for us. And then before we went there, we picked up my mom because she wanted to go to Florida. So we picked her up for my sisters, and we drove to Florida. And as we started out, it didn't start out very good because our planning of our trip was all around the weather. And we didn't want to drive in the snow and the ice. Well, unfortunately, when we left, it did snow. Like, what was it, like 50 miles west of here?
Something like that. Insert clip here.
So anyway, we did drive in some snow, and then we picked her up for my sisters, my mother up at my sisters, and we went to Florida because Mark wanted to go by the beach, and he wanted to put his feet in the sand. So my mom said, well, if you're going to go to Florida just to take me to Florida, I don't think I'm going to go. So we told her that we wanted to go by the water, and so she agreed to go with us. So we took her to my aunt and uncle's house, and it was a beautiful park there, and it was fun. We enjoyed just walking around and
visiting with people
and got to see what the park was all about. And we decided now that might be a place where we're going to want to visit like next year.
And what we're talking about on there is what I was thinking about, because everything's subject to change. We take off for a month next year, and for the first week we hang out at that park with her aunt and uncle and maybe her mother, because her mother's talking about leaving earlier for next year. So we'll see what happens with that.
So while I'm sitting in here right now, we haven't noticed any leaks lately, but I'm just now finding a leak. I was looking up by the windshield, and it's dripping down up by the windshield.
Oh yeah.
So I'm sure that happened along the way. Way this thing was rattling around, it doesn't surprise me that there would be a leak there.
It looks like it's the windshield leaking, so probably the seal's bad. Or just needs to be caulked or something.
But anyway, so, you know, like I said, we went to Florida, and then, you know, we drove there. We had snowy weather when we started, and then it got nicer as we got there. We had to deal with a lot of traffic. It wasn't automobile traffic, it was semi-truck traffic. And we learned too that there's a lot of trucks and a lot of truck stops that are full, and a lot of trucks that park on the on-off ramps, and because they have nowhere to go. But anyways, so some of the things that happened while we were traveling, we lost a hubcap.
I could get another one for, looks like about $90 to $100.
And we were going down the road, and we hit a bump, and boom, a light fixture fell from the ceiling. So some of the latches on the outside of the vehicle here, they came loose, and we had some rattles like on our fan vent for the stove. Yeah. And that was just annoying Mark so bad.
Good thing we have Gorilla Tape, because it is Gorilla taped shut. No rattles.
So anyway, so overall, and then we learned too that when you're not running your propane and you don't have power, there's a switch that you can switch to
for an inverter. And I didn't, you know, we're just naive about this because we never did this before. You know, we're newbies. Because we've done camping before, we've had the big campers, it's not a big deal. But traveling across the country, it's different. So we're brand new at this stuff. And talking to a buddy of mine on the phone, and he told us how to run that. So it worked out good.
Yeah, and so, you know, overall in the traffic jams and whatever, I was able to get up and make us a sandwich, use the toilet.
That was awesome.
Drink.
That was absolutely awesome. We're sitting there and I'm eating a sandwich and everybody's looking at us.
And it was nice because we had lights in here. I could turn the lights on. We could see. You know, the dogs, they did okay. They were a little stressed with the ride because we had so many bumps and everything that we had to deal with that. But yeah. So, you know, and then without the power, you know, I was able to heat up coffee on the stove. That was kind of cool. So I learned now that if I'm going to go camping for a couple days, I'm just going to brew coffee and I'm just going to heat it up on the stove. It tastes just as good. And, you know, I don't need to carry the coffee pot. I don't need to bring a toaster or anything like that. I mean, I can if I want. The other thing is I put liners up in my cupboards, so we didn't have no issues of pots and pans and stuff running, you know, falling around in the cabinets, making lots of extra noise.
Still got a few things that we want to do extra, like a privacy curtain up in front. We've got that figured out. We're just going to do something different with it so it doesn't look all like a 4-year-old. Our granddaughter would have done that. So, because sometimes it looked like that.
But our little bench that Mark made for Abby, that worked out really good. The dogs all took a turn. They sat on it. I don't know if you want to show them. They sat on it, and they were able to look out a little bit. And then after a while, when they weren't sitting on it, we used it to put different things on there. So that worked out nice. Yeah,
our phone sat on there, the camera sat on there, and it worked out really well.
So overall, the little vacation, you know, we met our goal. We were able to go traveling. That was our big trip of the year. We're going to try to go to the GIE in October.
Not trying. We are going.
Oh, we are going. I guess we do have our campsites already, and
we just got to order our tickets.
And then next year again, we'll go. We're going to go for a little bit longer next year. I'm not sure how long, but we're going to be, of course, watching the weather, and we're going to play the weather again. Because this trip here, we were lucky we got back when we did, because now all the tornadoes and stuff are starting up down south.
And we
So-
got the freezing rain stuff and all that because I don't like
Yeah, we don't
driving something this big in that.
because when it's windy, this thing's all over the road.
Yeah, that's where it's at right there. The windy and icy roads, this is not a thing to be driving down the road.
So anyways, so I just wanted to talk about that a little bit, and everybody just hang in there, and you guys all have a great lawn season 2021, and you'll get to be where we are someday, and you'll get to enjoy your time.